Hello and welcome to the stream. It's Hunter Murray here with Brescia FC and Football Manager 2022. Accidentally played some Beastie Boys at the start of this stream. That's just a holdover. I guess I just hit play instead of the playlist. So hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. I'll look to maybe upload this video immediately after it's over, so I at least have it or can save it, or maybe even just save it, and then maybe even take it down. Or I don't know if I could do some post video editing on Twitch, but we'll look to do that. Anyway, on brighter news, Brescia have been pretty dominant to start the season, winning. From preseason friendlies all the way through. We are currently immaculate in Serie A. We did draw Newcastle in the first game of the Champions League. Thank you, J. Ross, for the prime. Appreciate the Bezos bucks. not going his way. And we're, looking to continue strong. We'll get into some more Champions League, and I think the big thing today is I think these will be the final few games in Mario Rigamonti, which has been our stadium for the entire series. So for over 9 seasons, it's been the home stadium, and we'll be opening the new one soon. I did a little simulation. Nothing really happened over the international break. Stromberg scored, and Maximiliano Cabrera had a really good break. I don't know if he played 3 games, but I think he played at least 2 full games and scored 5 goals over the break. So, unfortunately, we did also get a notice that he might be tired because he played so much. But we'll see. Hopefully we can keep it strong. Juventus, then Hoffenheim, who is in first place. You think you missed a few seasons? Yeah, let's, we can do a little recap. Where is that? It's just club info, right? So, we've been one of the top 4 teams in Serie A, pretty much since we started finishing in the top. What am I looking for? League history. There we go. The general makes it a little bit bigger. So, so for this whole series, we finished in second place. We started here, finished 9th, then 16th, then 7th, and then we've been top 4, finishing as high as 2nd and as low as 4th in that time. We finished 2nd last season, and we won the Coppa Italia twice. Last season and 2 seasons ago. So 2 out of 3 years we've won a domestic cup, and we've been playing pretty well as a whole, and we've been in the Champions League for 5 seasons at least. Gotta win it this year. Unfortunately, we are off to our best start yet, probably. It is only 7 games in. But Milan, so we are invincible so far. But so is Milan. So AC Milan have been the dominant team that continue to be in first place, and they just don't leave a lot of room for error. Hopefully we can push it. I'm trying. But we actually had a big year of transition, and didn't actually bring in too much talent. I think we're in a better spot. Sorry. We're in a better spot, but it's a little iffy if we really improved. And I did not pay attention. Had a lot of first team players wait for the international break. I will be ready. Milan are against Udinese Calico. He's close, but I'm not sure he'll be quite ready for Denis. Yeah, we could probably use him pretty soon. We're just really thin. And I won't be discussing transfer stories. Yeah, and I've been really impressed with Abdulev, our new center back. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're at that point where we're... Yeah. I don't think I'm... Yeah, especially with the new game around the corner. I think I'll probably just close it out here. If barring I get fired, but I don't think that there's any. I just signed a new contract. Actually, did that happen off stream? I think that did happen off stream. So I signed a new contract, so I should be there a little while longer. At least, so I don't see myself getting fired or like being forced out. So I think we'll just kind of see it to its natural conclusion. I want to take down Milan. I just think we've just run out of time, unfortunately. I think we'll get a couple more seasons done, but so they did sell a couple of guys. So it's not like they spent 300 million just on their own, but in this past summer they spent 300 million. They sold 2 attackers for like 200 million, and then they brought in two new attackers for 200 million. I think they sold guys that were like 30 and 31 or something like that, some veterans, and then they brought in like a 22-year-old and like a 21-year-old. So they are spending all the money. They're spending all the money there. I don't know. They make the most revenue in the league. They're just so good. It's really tough to it's tough to catch up. I mean, had we like built the stadium a little bit earlier, but like we almost would have had to like it took like 4 years for the stadium, right? Like, which is just how long it takes. Like I don't know. Like I honestly thought we built the stadium too early, or like started the whole process too early, and it seems like it might not have been early enough, even though we've been good. Like, could have maybe been making that little bit more money these last couple of years, but I don't know. It's kind of tough to tell. And yeah, that's also true. Yeah, like, and that's kind of the other thing. Now in our caliber too, it's almost like I don't think we have to spend 100 million for a player, but like a cheap player for us now is like 50 million. You know, it's like that's the kind of level we're going for like looking for starters, looking to improve, and just Milan outclass us completely there. So I think next year, or for like the next game, I'm kind of leaning towards whether it's like a Portugal or like a Belgium. I was kind of leaning Belgium, maybe taking some of these like tertiary leagues almost, or maybe they're more secondary leagues, and just trying to like become the most dominant team in that league. Something that's maybe a little bit more obtainable than being better than Milan. I don't know. But we'll see. I think that's definitely a harder role in the Champions League side of things. Having success in the Champions League is probably slower, but hopefully we can do enough. Okay. I think I want to flip Denis out here. And then I'm going to put Pekovic in the middle. Birkenbaum on the right. Wow, they don't like Malacia? Or my team doesn't like Malacia? And we'll go to Barcelo. Miranda, Madu. A little worried about Madu. Cueva, Satriano. And I think I will sit Cabrera. Although Stromberg's also not doing great. Okay. And I'm gonna go positive at least to start this one. Oh yeah, and apologies. There's not too much. I do appreciate the subscription. There's not too much for you on that, but you won't get any ad breaks or anything. It's kind of the thing that I can offer at the moment. Need to sit down and learn about emotes because I have no idea where to even get started on that one. Let's see. I'm going to give I have faith specifically to the attacking players here. Go grab us a goal. Don't want to do that. Zanolio cutting in. Josiah. Good. So he's playing what, inverted wingback? Or like inverted fullback? I mean, maybe they have Josiah. I don't worry about it. I barely use that bit of Twitch anyway. That's good. Well, appreciate it anyway. Thank you. Marquinhos. I don't know. I guess he could cross if he gets close. I'm really not sure how to handle Frimpong, but I guess I'm just gonna show him to the weaker foot. Like, we don't necessarily... We'll see where he kind of ends up. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, working on it. I mean, most of my grinding time has been to actually streaming, which is fun, and then I need to get better at the, like, back-end side of things, for sure. Help your team produce today. Yeah, I think we can do well. Yeah, everything starts at the back. Run. Real value and momentum and consistency. We want to keep this run going. Yeah, Milan scored 7 in one game already. So, I think that's why they beat us on form over the last 5 games. But not too bad when it's all run differential at that moment. And I didn't make some changes I wanted to make here, so I'm a little concerned, but we'll see. So I'm going to stay in our positive. We're not doing anything too crazy, but I want to go to the standard line for sure. He is getting into the midfield. seemingly. Nice ball from Quavo as we switch sides there. I did not like how long Denis was, like, tempting Chisea. To Birkenbaum in an interesting spot for him. Satriano. And he finishes it off nicely. Just finding space as we work it through. I don't know if we've ever scored a goal like that. We just kind of like walked it in from the right side and just enough room for Satriano to finish it off. Yeah. Interesting. Zinolio. Too heavy of a touch, and Barcelo takes full advantage. Through. Satriano again, and this one's over. Ah, close. An even better chance that he doesn't finish off. Doesn't seem like it's going too crazy, but we usually have problems with cards and stuff, so... maybe later in the game we can turn that back up, but... well done by Mapondo. Carnesecchi well saved. Crazy. Miranda. Oh. We just can't put another shot on target. Danger spot for a free kick, but Carnesecchi all over that one. 6 shots, only 1 on target. With these guys like extra motivated, I'll just leave it at that. And I feel like sometimes once they like get there, then you like talk to another group for some reason. They're like, hey, I thought you said we were gonna make a difference. Flipped wide to Birkenbaum, and he's one-on-one. Cuts back to Madu. Chance for Birkenbaum as he looks for Satriano, but well covered. Oh. Nearly there from Denis. Arrest is pressed forward still after the corner. He'll go all the way back to Barcelo. Yeah, we just don't seem like we're generating much offense. It doesn't seem like they are either, but... And we just haven't done enough when we have generated it to put it home. We knew it was going to be a tight match, though. Satriano wants it. Headed over the bar. Pekovic flips it up to Madu as he looks to cut it back. Can't find it, and he'll just take the corner. Trying to flip it to Madu. I think he might have been hanging out offside, though. Well done by Mapondo. He seems to just be winning everything in the air right now. Yeah, I'm going to drop Oscar Cueva. Go to Mino in front. And then we're going to go Nordberg just for some fresh legs in the middle. How's Raska doing? Yeah. Can't go Raska. So we're getting a little creative in the midfield. As tired as Birkenbaum is, I actually think I want to get Maximiliano Cabrera in after his good international break. And get some more fresh legs up front. It falls to Stromberg. But he was offside. Birkenbaum. Satriano looks for Cueva coming in. Wow, surge from Birkenbaum. I love that play. I wish he would do that, like, every time. I'd love to see that at least once a game. Satriano with a free header at the near post. We'll take those. Putting us in a good spot. Two shots on target. They were both goals today. And I think just a little bit out of necessity. Gonna pull back. We'll maintain the lines because I think it's that's working pretty well, it seems. So it's just about taking a little bit more time on the ball. Brilliant one here. Satriano with a chance for the hat trick. He doesn't take it. He flips it back to Mino. And could have been. Rafinha. Mapondo free on the backside. That's not good. Broken bomb. Gassed. Cabrera in a dangerous spot. He's going to go for glory with his weaker foot. Nowhere really close, ultimately. One last chance for Juventus off the corner, potentially. A clearance here should do it for Brescia. And enough. Definitely some good chances generated in that second half. We looked the better team most of the day. They didn't really threaten us too much on offense. We definitely could have been better when we took our shots, but a pretty well done performance against a very tough opponent. One of the other consistent top 4 teams. Early goal from Satriano. I think it did make a big difference. I think Satriano is a quality finisher. If he outperforms his XG, he outperforms his XG. At the same time, Torino win. 2 goals from Satriano. Inter is looking at 2 of our central defensive players. Another shutout for Marco Carnesecchi. Yeah, all the defense do their bit, but I mean that's good to see from him. He has had a really impressive performance in that time. And Milan are the first to lose. We are the only team in Serie A without a loss. A huge one, as Udinese upset the reigning champs. That gives us a little bit of wiggle room. That's not a team they typically lose to. Unbeaten run. Up to 20 games after that victory. A good performance, to be sure. And when they did have momentum, it didn't seem like they generated too much. We will take that all day. Still not moving those guys up to the senior squad. Not ready yet. Continue to keep an eye on that, but like... Oh, yeah, it's I didn't realize that was Savinov. Yeah, that makes sense. Is that our training schedule and I just Holdover? Guess not. Roma won. Lazio won. Sampdoria, Sassuolo, and yeah, they're just not gonna. Still not good at that. Do something like that as we look to take down Hoffenheim. Important player. Bro. But you promised him important player, dude. I don't actually really care about that guy. Though I don't think... Nah, I don't actually care. He's tall. Or at least has good jumping reach, I guess I should say. Sure, keep an eye on that. Does have some crossing, which is somewhat interesting. Probably wouldn't make that move, but maybe some sort of desperation could lead us to something there. And a draw in the final game of match week 8. I kind of think I probably should have rested the starters a game there, or a day of practice there. Yeah. A win here could see Brescia go top of the table. That would definitely be a statement of our intent. That's what we would like to do. I think Hoffenheim are beatable, but they did beat Newcastle, who we drew to. I just don't care about. I don't care. I don't really care about this guy either. And Birkenbaum into the team of the week. A pretty good performance there, huh? And in the other side of the Champions League, you do see Milan playing. Arsenal, Young Boys, Dortmund, behind a Julius Mogensen goal. Paris Saint-Germain, Moscow beat Celtic. Man City whoop up on Juventus. Atletico Madrid beat Ajax, and which is, I think, good news for Milan. And Milan win behind Penaldo. Or Penendez, I guess. Tonali. So looks like they're on pace to get out of that group. Unlike last year. Oh no. They got out of their group last year, but like us, lost in the first round. That's right. I don't really care. I mean, I'd like him to play, but as long as he's playing at least a little bit at like a high level. Where are we? Aha! 2 players that don't currently play for our squad. Yep, correct. Atalanta could have just hung on to some of those guys. Zappasotti, Mapando, those are two of the top guys in the whole league. In the early set of games, Real Madrid win and Bayern Munich beat Valencia. We're going to play positive, particularly at home. Go back to Abdulev. We're going to trust Pekovic, at least for some time. What's my team in real life? I mostly follow Tottenham. I want to get into some Serie A, and actually I probably follow Milan because I'm so mad at them in this series. If I was going to pick a Serie A team to like primarily follow, although Tottenham have also signed Destiny Udogie from Udinese, and I think they would probably, at least he would be fun to watch. But yeah, right now I mostly follow Tottenham. And that's it. So Seville, Malacia, Madu, Raska, Cueva, Satriano, Cabrera. Karnaseki, Pekovic, Danilo, Seville, Malacia, Madu, Raska. And I should probably go catch some games in person. Living in New York, having a couple teams around. Should probably do that, but I keep not, so... Galbraith... Yeah. Nordberg. Barcelo. Miranda, Mino, Stromberg. Yeah, I think that all makes sense. Birkenbaum is playing well. But I think I'd rather have Nordberg just in case I need something else in the midfield. Although, I'm probably mostly likely, if I need to sub Madu, I'd switch Raska over and play Miranda, probably. So barring some sort of injury, which then I would have Cueva and Mino as options. Okay, I've talked myself into it. Birkenbaum, just in case Seville has a terrible game. Favors for a reason, make sure there's no doubts why. Yeah, and I'm gonna give a full-on trust you to make the difference here. Boys? Agu. Okay. And he doesn't really have a... His weaker... Yeah. Sandoval, it looks like they're gonna get him forward. Yeah. Also weird. Another inverted winger. How about you guys? You're gonna... Or inverted wing back, I guess I should say. And then inverted on inside forward and probably inverted winger. Okay. I'm actually going to go back to a standard line. I just not quite sure what to expect from them, and I could see them trying something over the top. Yeah, it's nice to start well. If we could get a goal, it would matter. I hope so. We want to set the initiative. It's just squad rotation for Birkenbaum. This is a big chance we need to take here. Cueva in space, plays a beautiful ball. Satriano early, but way off. Ah. Sandoval. And Pekovic with the clearance, although Sandoval was off, or somebody was offside in the build-up there. Marseille take the lead over Newcastle. That's kind of what we want to see out of that. Oh, terrible from Orestes. Not sure what they were doing. I hate those like little short passes that guys decide to do every once in a while. It just seems like it's so bad in the game. It's almost like it's supposed to represent something else that's like, I don't know, just a guy losing the ball. Why are we like... Boys, stop pinging the ball around so much. They're not putting that much pressure on us. There was no reason to panic and play that long ball there. Madu, Pekovic, Cabrera on the backside. Taps it home. We haven't seen too much from the offense, but an easy goal there. Off the set piece. I mean, not a ton of fouls being called in that, but, well. Yeah, they just have like a really... They're playing a really wide formation and want to play wide, and then we play really narrow. It's really interesting. I don't know if I should like up my width a little bit. Oh, it's a decent ball in. Yeah, a long stretch of not a lot happening there. But we scored the best chance of the day so far. So we like to motivate the boys. I'm a little worried about doing this, but I think I'm going to set a higher line of engagement. Just force their back line to, like, do something. A bit more, potentially. If we can even just force a couple more long balls, a couple big clearances, I think that works in our favor. We also were doing that thing again where we're not hitting the target remotely enough. Lindstrom pushing forward, cuts it back. Falling. There is Brescia. A near curler. Karnaseki Stiller on the backside. It hits the post. A chance that goes by the wayside for Hoffenheim. Pekovic with a big clearance. Where are you going, Safil? Where are you going, my man? What was that? Knew I wanted him off, but we're just so open. Karnaseki goes the wrong way. I don't know what he's looking at either. Cabrera pushing forward. A little bit of offense finally from Brescia. Nobody really in the middle for him. It does fall to Satriano, but I'm going to take a little bit of a risk and leave Pekovic out there. I know he's not doing well, but I think we're just going to get another bigger body in Galbraith. The only other guy I think I could think of would be Raska for Miranda. Just get some height, but I think we have to make this Mino move too. Cross. Cabrera puts it home. And a brilliant attack from Brescia. Big clearance from Galbraith. Falls right to Satriano. And he makes the smart move. Mino flipping it forward pretty well as well, allowing Satriano to take that in stride, allowing Cabrera to get in good position. And we look to hold on. Tight window stuff. Cabrera gonna look to play Mino in. He's gonna take a shot. He's only scored bangers. He was looking for another one. More like it from Brescia. Blast from long range. In position, though. We got back. Galbraith, I think, was a good move. Trusting Pekovic to just kind of lock down this middle. Looking for Cabrera. A good one. Cabrera with a good touch. A better finish, and that's the hat trick. Could have been. Satriano misses the header. Raska flips it back out to Madu, who presses in. He goes for goal. Mueller with a touch and another corner for Brescia to keep the pressure on. Galbraith rises, but over the bar. Raska flips it out quickly to Satriano, who I think wanted to pass that, but got some sort of like horror roll there or something. I don't know. That was bad. And just wide from Satriano. No, Martin. Could have iced the game there. Brescia have had their chances to put this one away. Weird. Yeah, we're gonna play a little more aggressive there. Oh, Pekovic is gassed. I know, my man. I knew that was the risk I was taking, but I trust you. And they are bombarding him. Galbraith again, and the substitute makes an impact, and Brescia do ice it. Another set piece goal for us. Okay, I just want to make some of the bigger changes. We'll play it for set pieces. Actually, yeah, I think we'll start booting it deep. Not get as far forward. I mean, do we even need to check that one? Okay. No. The answer is no. No, we did not need to check that one. and a big win. We will be top of the group. After it's all, I did notice, I wasn't paying too much attention to it, but I did notice it looked like a pretty high-scoring game on the other side of the group. But honestly, a draw in that match would be good for us too. Excellent performances all around, outside of probably Consafil. I mean, Abdullah, I made the substitute, but that was really just because I think Pekovic in the middle was very, very important to have. Yeah, we deserve that one. Yeah, we just need to keep building on the good times. And Newcastle come all the way back to win 4-3. Thanks, man. Have a good rest of your day. Even if that is going to bed. Inter win. Berlin dominant. Bayern Munich hold on against Valencia. Oh wait, actually we saw that one, right? And then Salzburg and Benfica draw. Couple of tap-ins. The tap-in merchant, Maximiliano Cabrera, put him home. More teams wanting Anthony Madu. I am a big believer in the no one's worth 100 million. But I think Madu might be close. He is really, really good at what he does. Vlahovic. Love to bring Vlahovic back to Serie A. Jenner has completed his, and he can now speak fluent Italian. Twisted knee for Barcelo, bruised knee for Malacia. That was close to us being out. Left all of our left wing backs. Ooh. I just don't have need for you. Oh yeah, right. You're super inconsistent too. And lighthearted personality is fine, but it's not too crazy. I don't know. If Madu is getting mad and they give us like 130 million, it's gonna be tough to say no, I think. Yeah, just everybody took a drastic downturn. Got a big list of players here, we will just to keep things up a little bit, we'll praise anybody who's doing well in training. I recently praised you, right? Probably also getting pretty close to like finding out what our incoming class should look like a little bit. Even though it seems like it's completely random after that. Only one guy that I really care about here. I mean, I don't really care about anybody down here at this point. No, I don't think so. Frazone getting the win. Working on our undefeated run. Fantastic record. You know, I think we're lucky. I think he's proven a good coach. I do think there is value. If won 3 matches against Sampdoria, that sort of run could keep you going. Yeah, I think that is something that could provide a little bit of an edge. Following Sampdoria, Serie A against Napoli. Yeah, we have to stay focused, no doubt about that. Yeah, I think it's clear. Yeah, could be. Cagliari parting with Mirko Conte. Unfortunately, Pekovic is a crowd favor. Do you agree that Pekovic is playing at his time? Yeah, he's been outstanding and deserves all the plaudits coming his way. One of the top players in Serie A. I don't think he'll be in this match, though, as much as we're talking about him. Too many games recently. I'm expecting Galbraith, Abdulev, and hopefully Orestes getting another game with potentially a substitution occurring. I do want to go... I mean, I guess I could bring them up and get them mentoring. But they don't really matter, though. Like, Billy Jackson... Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be lucky to even be useful for the team, you know? And fine. I'll move him up. I don't think he's gonna get much time. But maybe an extra body. Oh yeah, and I want to go to training. I want to make sure to put in a match review. We should see training, but just think it gets a little weird with the game on the training reset day. So I just wanted to do that. Consistent performer, well behind, really agile, good flair, decent vision. He's not bad. He's not bad. Would be... Just kind of seeing if there's any like major negatives here that prompts me to throw a guy away. Was I thinking about something? Milan is getting their unbeaten run going again. 10 home games as they whoop up on Sassuolo and they catch us on goal differential. They've exploded a couple of times already this season. You still have to be very, very wary of what they can provide. I don't know if the Hoffenheim game will be the last one in Mario Rigamonti, but this one will not be, as we are away at Sampdoria. Karnaseki, as expected, Pekovic is not in a great spot, so we'll see. Galbraith, Abdulev, and Orestes can play. Birkenbaum's been good. We're going to get him back in there. We're going to go... Barcelo's still a little dinged up, so we'll go Malacia. I'm going to start Raska in the box-to-box and then Miranda. And that means I would like to keep Oscar Cueva in the front, and I will. Satriano's maybe now a little tired. Cabrera's been good. We'll go to Stromberg in Satriano's place. And I'll throw Jackson up there, even though he was... You know, these guys were there, and I'll just give these guys something. Jackson will just get like 50. And the keeper will get like 59 or something weird. Sick. I don't. Madu isn't in it. It's not our best team. Opposition, I don't really care about pressing the keeper. I don't think we get high enough of a line. He'll cut in. Bernardo can do either, but I think he's more dangerous cutting in. Sala and Amay. Yeah, May, it looks like they're not gonna do anything. But Sala, I think, will do this. And we'll pay attention if they get a May forward. I'm not too concerned about a guy with like 4 crossing the ball. Kind of regardless, though. In terms of our tactics, I think we will play the higher line that we like where we can. If you can score goals, you always give ourselves a chance. How do you think has been faring? He's been playing... Yeah, he'll carry on doing this thing, and... How useful is Oscar Cueva's versatility? Yeah, stronger for having him, and it solves a lot of problems. If we want to maintain our spot at the top, we need to win here. Galbraith runs back. Holds on to it and gets it calmly up to Birkenbaum, who's in plenty of space. Maldini. Teixeira. Molly. Gonna play Bernardo through. He'll try to cut it back. Really to no one. Galbraith clears it and Cueva able to get Brescia going. As he dribbles all the way up. Looks to release Cabrera, who's been scoring goals at will, but that's not his strong foot, unfortunately. Not the best pass in either. Wasn't really able to keep it in stride and give himself options like you want to see. Dulov gets back and he'll play it back into Raska. And Galbraith, not a bad chance on the cut back in space, but Galbraith and Birkenbaum read that very, very well. Should really have never been the offensive player's ball unless it's some sort of horror mistake by both of those guys. Birkenbaum settles it down. Looks forward. Stromberg heads it on. Audero makes the play. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, we are fouling like crazy, and that was not like we were tackling hard the whole team. The only other thing I could do is, like, stay on feet at this point. Well, pay some attention to that. Chip through. Cabrera. Oh, on his weaker foot again. Gotta do better, though. That was a real chance. Bernardo running through. Well defended. He was just looking for space. Hey, man, I'm not really worried about his crossing, but you just gotta, like, let the guy get a free header. Birkenbaum, nicely moved. Looking, Cabrera hits off both posts, somehow stays out, and Stromberg comes to the ball when he's in an offside position. Somehow not scored by Cabrera. And these are the games that Malacia is supposed to be, like, dominating, and he is not playing very well today. Teixeira getting in a dangerous spot. And is Brescia's poor form kind of in front of goal as we have this whole set of games in this stream. We have not been on target with all of our finishes. Is this the game that's maybe gonna come back to haunt us? Couple decent positions. One shot on target. Cabrera, finish that one! Finish that one! Why are you shooting there? What are you doing? And now my defense just standing around watching. Usually, Birkenbaum reads the game so well, and there he just let Teixeira get to that. We're trying to throw this one away. Boys, we're in position to be at the top. We're, like, I need more. I don't think Sampdoria has necessarily been too... Oh, my God. And then a terrible miss from Abdulev. We really need to focus up here. All right. Just trying to get guys motivated. We're taking good shots. We're getting in position. Finish them off. Finish them off. Malacia. Dangerous position, the most dangerous position he's been in all day. Stromberg, right at Otero. Alright, Barcelo, I need you. And I think too many chances for Cabrera. I have to make that change. Squandered him. Should have scored. Good header win. Brilliantly played. Teixeira can't finish it, though. Wow. $18 fouls. We killed ourselves with fouls today. Killed ourselves. And then some just terrible tackling on the back end. That's the second time Abdulev has just let Yeboah beat him. And I know he's good, but... frustrating 0-0. We generated enough, it just didn't happen. Oh, Madu, where are you going? We have guys standing on the line. What are you doing, Madu? Anything else but that. One final push. They won't let us have it. I don't know that we deserve to win, but 9 shots off target. That's where we lost this game, right there, that number. I mean, they weren't doing much better on the other side, but I also think the fouls, 20 fouls, dude. I even, like, pulled back, like, I guess I needed to play standing up, tell guys to not dive in at all, like, that's... Trying to turn that around, but... So we will hold the top with the draw. But really, we just... that's honestly maybe a worse slip than Milan losing to who they lost to. Us drawing there, that should... I'm not saying that should be 3 points guaranteed, but... Because nothing's guaranteed, but you wanna see us do better there. We got a very slight benefit from Milan messing up. Very, very slight window there, and we immediately ruin it. We'll figure out Milan next week. We do set our new record, though. Like, that's what we want. That's the shape. It's working. We're even getting the passes across to each other. It just didn't quite work. We generated the chances and just poor. I'm going to try to drop him to regular starter. I don't think he'll like that. And I'll also try to drop Malacia to at least regular starter. He's definitely not going to like being dropped to like squad player right away. Satriano's been brilliant. Everybody else has been fine. No complaints, seemingly, for getting moved down. Your form's been good. Martine? Seem like we're okay. Juventus with a big win over Udinese, and Lazio beat Napoli. Still upset. Carnesecchi gets into Team of the Week, though. Another good performance from Carnesecchi, I will give him that. I mean, they weren't very good at hitting the target either, but he did keep some decent chance. We did give them some decent chances. Yeah, we just didn't play. I don't know if that was necessarily complacency, but it definitely seemed like it was a down game from everybody. You could get Vizcaino for that. Dude can kind of fly. He's kind of fantastic. Yeah, like Ertz. Yeah, it seems like as we're looking at Aaron a little bit more, it seems like maybe his potential isn't quite as high. Maybe Safil is the better product. We could look at Aaron. I think if we do, it would be almost just to loan him back out, or like whoever has more interest between Safil or Aaron, like one of those guys goes out on loan, essentially. Into November. Abdullaev makes personality traits more ambitious, but is letting his temper get the better of him. Stromberg handling the pressure better, but not quite as ambitious and not as loyal. Carnesecchi gets a Team of the Month. Edison Jose continues to play excellently in for Celtic, and one of our young-ish strikers out on loan, making an impact. 3 goals. Yeah, I mean, it's not really ever going to become anything for us. Yeah, trust me, I'm upset at the draw too, guys. Trust me. What was it doing? Oh. Scouting. re-upping that group of players. How are our assigned priorities doing? We only have 54, so we just added 31, so we're running out a little bit on that. I wonder if... Yeah, that's the other thing about the... It's just thinking about the automatic upload to YouTube. I don't know. Because I think it will spot that in its upload. Maybe it's okay when it's private. Maybe I can edit it so that it's not there anymore. I don't know. I don't want to get like a strike on YouTube just for like uploading something that nobody's gonna see. Concerned, worried. Okay, he looks okay. All those guys are fringe. Staying in. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I should be even more ruthless. Okay. Yeah, so I want to go like overall. Outfield. Attacking. Defending. Match review, and we'll figure the rest out later. And then I want to go like goalkeeping, shot stopping. Corners, defensive shape against Milan. Jumping reach up again a little bit. I don't know how much I need there. I think we're probably only gonna get 12 out of him at most. And it is complete. It will not be this game. It will not be the Milan game. But the next home game will be in the Emanuele Filippini Arena. Yeah. And we get it done. I mean, how cool would it have been to like have this reverse so that we could open against in the Champions League in the new stadium? You know, group remains anyone's for the taking. The right result could give considerable advantage. Yeah, we are. Yeah, I want us to take the steps and take charge of things. Yeah, we looked at our runes and we got to be better. Worried about. I mean, I'm gonna say that he has to earn it. Concern about poor form from Adebayo. Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to see him playing better, but yeah, we definitely want Madu to make a difference. He received a lot of play. Yeah, certainly hope so. We need to strike a possession, but our desire is possession and goals. How important is your performance? No, you could lose the lead with a defeat. We have to win. It's as simple as that. And we're gonna play positive. I think we're better than them. Even even away. I think we're the better team. So I want us to take control of the match. Yeah, let's speaking of which though. All substitutes appearances and he gives you an assist and you're like, no, he's playing bad. It is what it is, I guess. What? Our group should have an early game, right? Maybe we are the early game. No? Yeah, it was just that Group A was all the early ones. Man United beat Real Madrid and Red Bull Salzburg beat Benfica. Abdullah popping off with a 10 ahead of this one? What the fuck? Orestes Pekovic. I know it's been a little bit for Denis, yeah, unsurprisingly. Not a great spot. Birkenbaum, Malacia, although part of me is wondering about Barcelo. Malacia should be better. Raska, Matu, Cueva, Satriano, and I'm going to go Cabrera, even after kind of his last game, which was a little disappointing. And Nordberg instead of Safil, Barcelo, Mino. Yeah, we're getting the starters out for this one, and I think we can be ready for Milan. We may give them a rest, especially if they can get a win. Trust the top end guys here to make an impact. I do actually think that this one is our best team. Opposition. I am going to pull off the tackling right away, especially after the last game where that I honestly think that the 18 fouls I think cost us that game. Just let them control more than they should be allowed to. Lace looks like he will be playing a winger. Gomez. will be playing a winger. Oh, they brought out some like better players for this one. It looks like 18 jumping reach. Yeah, he is a problem, huh? I wonder if I almost... I mean, I'm going to trust Abdulov's 10, but I am kind of curious. Pekovic in the middle maybe making more sense. And then I think Richards... Yeah, I'm not too concerned about him taking a shot, so you could show him onto his right. And then, yeah, we're not going to press you. We're just going to press the width. It looks like, I forget who plays that tactic in Serie A, but is it Inter? Well, we, like, dismantled them, but when they get guys forward... Wow. This guy's a lot. Like, really strong. He is a fantastic winger. He could be a little bit more athletic, I guess, but... He's really good too, Gomez. Anyway. I do think, like, that with the wingers lets you get so many guys forward, potentially. Well, and even if it's, like, inverted wingers, if you're playing really aggressive there and you're just getting all those guys forward, it is scary. Yeah, enjoy these matches a lot. The players don't need any extra motivation. Yeah, we just need a little bit more from everybody. I think we're in a great place right now. Need to keep building on it. But we like it. I'm a little concerned with how many guys that they can get forward here. But I trust the team and think we can get it done, for sure. Yeah, but they have like legit wingers and like a legitimately dominant in the air target man. Like, even if it makes us worse, if he's getting too many headers, I might throw Pekovic in the middle. I like that early movement. Nothing really doing there, though, on Cabrera's cross. Need to just kind of hold that up. Lazio looking for space. Cabrera, as he drives outside. He'll cross, looking for Cueva, who... How did he miss it? A brilliant ball from Cabrera that should have been finished. And the woes in front of goal continue for Brescia. They have not been efficient. And off in a little chaos, Birkenbaum, I think, kind of wisely says, hey, let's reset. Let's bring some guys forward. Let's see what we can do. Birkenbaum in, and he'll get a corner. Badu. Cleared off the line. Agu striding forward. Opened up for Gomez. Carnesecchi reads it very, very well. Carnesecchi's been asked to play almost every minute this year. He was substituted once before Adebayo left on loan. But he's been asked to play every minute, and he's looked good doing it so far. Malacia with a pretty wild cross. Satriano chases. Back to Birkenbaum, who will take a shot. Mueller tips it over. Alphonso Davies scores for Bayern Munich. Pekovic. Mueller, and it's in. Pekovic steals it. Let's go. Let's go. Danilo showing up in a big game. And Marseille take the early lead over Newcastle. Will there be as many goals? Brian Heel has scored in both of those games. We probably want Marseille to win that one. We wanted it in the first matchup and they blew it. And now that they've blown it, we definitely want it. Cabrera tips it forward to Satriano. Cabrera was offside, though. A decent ball from Cueva. It just needed to come a little sooner. I like that ball. Looking for Cabrera. Satriano heads it strongly over the bar. Gomez. A free header. Woo. Not enough challenge on that one, and close for Hoffenheim. Searching, he'll flip it. Miss from Abdulev. Could be critical. Karnaseki bails out the young center back. That's 2 games in a row where he's made some serious misses. This time matched up against the target forward. Makes the play. Birkenbaum heads it forward and Madu will pick it up. Striding. Searching for something. Good defense. Lindstrom grabs it. Lace. Goes past Malacia. Richards. He looks to swing one in. Headed on goal to Karnaseki. And kind of what was I saying? Almost everything has been generated from Amenga so far. Malacia. Again, 6 shots off target. Pekovic jumps too early, but Amenga doesn't get it. His free header, it's over everybody. Lace pushing forward. Cuts it back. Cueva does well to chop that one out, but can't clear it. Gomez pushes forward. He can cross. Udakai. Lindstrom. What is Karnaseki doing? What is the defense doing? What are we... Oh, man. Just in pure chaos. And Hoffenheim. They did that in the first match. Just took advantage of some chaos. And they succeeded. We had them. We had it. We had everybody there. I think I'm subbing Abdulov. It's my fault. That's my fault. 100% it's my fault. Should have paid attention to the team sheet. I should have paid attention to that strength. It should be Pekovic in the middle all day. Satriano. Good touch. In position. He puts it home. Madu will get the assist. Good answer from Brescia. They answer quickly. And Abdullah and Satriano maybe bailing out his team a little bit. Honestly, that's all made from Satriano. It's not a bad ball from Madu, but that touch to bring it inside and just open himself up was massive. Okay. Gave him a little bit more time, but then we're going to go to Galbraith. Cueva Firmino. Galbraith. He's got space and he went for it. There's a few new names out there, I think. Poku? Yeah, he can kind of do either. I guess we'll press it, assuming that he's adding width to everything. It's the only change. Yeah, note to self, 18 is just so much better than, like, 15. Oh, Cabrera. Oh, you had yourself kind of, like, opened up on your shooting side. Malacia. Satriano will get a free header. But honestly, I think a low one back into Cabrera would have been a goal. Or at least a very, very good chance for one. Get Nordberg out there. Malacia, not a bad shot. A lot of shots, not a ton of XG off those shots. Could have been a better ball forward. Galbraith, Mino, back to Galbraith. Nordberg grabs it. So he looks forward. Satriano plays Mino. And he'll have a go. Nearly brilliant. Yeah, and I'd like to maybe see that ball go for Cabrera, though. Ribeiro's played pretty well. He just hasn't gotten the goal. A chance here for him, though. But it'll just be a corner. Blocked in front. Madu, Satriano, and he puts one home off the corner as Brescia ice it. And give themselves a big advantage on the top. Hoffenheim looking to stride forward. One last attack. Can they maybe help themselves with one more goal back or something? They're asking that question. Trying to play one in. Orestes looks to clear it wide. And with a little bit of chaos. A big day for Anthony Madu. 3 assists on the day. I mean, 2 off of corners. But he also got 1 in play, although Satriano really did create that himself. And I do think we played pretty well. There wasn't much being asked of Karnasecki on that one. I think the biggest thing was just a mismatch for Abdulev. Those really, really big, strong. That's good to note, though. I think that means Danilo Pekovic, to me, his value has gone up. Like, you're gonna need to pay 120 million if you want Danilo off of this squad, because we need that guy in some games. You know, like a Dusan Vlahovic. We need a guy like Pekovic that can sit in. Abdulev is not gonna be able to handle some of these elite target forwards, and we need that option for somebody else. Very happy. All on his own work, they said. I mean, I agree it's that. I thought it was a great goal. I mean, I'll take the assist given to Madu. We are a big club. We're a big club. I mean, we're getting there, aren't we? Satriano had a great game. Played a complete game and helped the team enormously. Madu. The fans love him, and he's playing like that. Why would he want to leave? Yeah, just in case, the starting crew here, I think, will get a... Scouts. On the other side of the Champions League, which actually I don't think we really reviewed our side. I didn't... we should probably at least take note of what happened in the Hoffenheim game. Young Boys win. Draw for Barcelona and Arsenal. Another Julius Mogensen goal for Dortmund. PSG behind a Bastos. Yeah, he's really good. Behind a Bastos. trick. Man City beat Juventus, draw for Celtic, draw for Ajax and Atletico Madrid, and Milan. I think that officially puts Milan in the driver's seat in their group. Munich have already qualified. Newcastle pulled out another win. After going down early, they come back to beat Marseille again, who have yet to do anything, really. Making this a very tight group, which is not what we wanted. Kind of thought it could happen. Milan have not only qualified, they have clinched, as they have won all 4 of their games so far, and everybody else only has 4 points at most. PSG and Dortmund, the exact order is unknown, but they have dominated their group. And that is really it so far, with a couple more matches to play. Yeah, I was going to recall to train. I'm going to rest another day here, actually. Oh, yeah. It's away to AC Milan. I want to play them. I want to play them positive. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here. I want to beat these guys. So I want to play them positive. I think we'll make some changes to that. Some tweaks when we get in there, but yeah. With the 10. I like to see Giovanni Miranda doing that. Yeah, not a ton of potential we're seeing here. But, you know, he loves important matches, is very consistent. Really, his biggest negative is probably his competitive streak, which is the entire team has that issue. Inter is against Parma. Yeah, they're a good side. I expect them to do well. Yeah, it definitely gives us confidence to play that way. Yeah, it's very important. We want to keep everybody happy and ready to go. I think we're strong enough to just stand some bad moments. One loss here or there isn't very bad. Yeah, yeah, we have to try to discuss them. A lot of speculation. Yeah, I want patience. Looking at the standings of various contenders, what are your thoughts now on the Adventure of Wonders? Who do you tip for the title now? I mean, this is a huge game in that, to be honest. Like, honestly, my real answer to this would be whoever wins this match. Who can ever... Because if we can open up some space against Milan, if it's like a true win, I don't think a draw tips the scale. If, if somebody wins this match, it puts them in a much better spot. I'm going to give a no comment for now. I think I would like... I kind of want to back the boys, but I think that this match is huge. I think if we win this match, like truly win here, I think we can say, hey, we deserve it, you know? We've put ourselves in as good of a possibility as we can. 2 red cards for in front of Andrade. Juventus wins, Sampdoria dominate, and Atalanta get a win over Hellas Verona. I was wondering where we were at, because I think we won. Did we win the under 18s or something? Not terrible. Left-footed. I don't think he's great, but... a big game for us. The biggest game of the weekend, the 2 teams at the top. The top 50 best players in the world. Basilo, who is now with Milan. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Is your top... what's the word? New gen. Is Basilo. And of course Milan are like... of course Milan have him. You know what I mean? Some other top guys are Coley. Really athletically gifted fullback. And Bastos. Man, he is phenomenal. Kamani, who went to Chelsea, who was one of our targets, but couldn't afford him. He knew how good he was. I mean, I would have loved that pairing, though. PSG also have Anaboru. Brilliant deep line playmaker. Tonali, Fernandez, still hanging around. And Carrasco. Really, really nice winger for Bayern Munich. So nobody for us. Not unsurprisingly, we're not one of the top teams in the world, so it's kind of tough to... lock those guys down. Ukrainian doesn't like big matches. I think we're gonna move on from Sudakov. Fiorentina with a big win. Inter win in front, looking to pounce on any slip up in this game. Sassuolo beat Frosinone, and Udinese dominate Cagliari so far. So, yeah, we're getting what the perceived starters are getting another shot. again here, I would say. I think my question is Barcelo. Am I starting to lean towards Barcelo being better than Malacia? I mean, I think Malacia should be better. But... and we're going with this. No. Yeah. Basilo and Igor, the new signings for Milan, are getting their start. Some new faces for us that we're facing. Basilo's incredible. It looks like he would be a wide and we'd be worried about the crossing. Igor in the middle. Yeah, what did we say? We said he was the Brahim Diaz replacement. They're going to let Diaz lead the line with Rafael Leao, who will definitely prefer to cut in, but he can deliver the occasional cross. But we're going to look to go after Basilo. Prefer to put him on his weaker foot as much as possible. We're less scared about his finishing, for sure. And then, unsurprisingly, I think Kake and Kalulu, they're going to get forward. We know they are. Kalulu doesn't look like he's playing it. A lot of guys playing this, like, sudden inverted wingback. Unless I just, like, wasn't paying attention before. I was just, like, marking all those guys. I am going to remove the hard tackle on everybody. At least at the start. And then, in terms of what we're doing, we're going to play that standard line. We're dropping that line just a touch. And we're going to do... we're going to just start with this and we're going to see and make tweaks. We were impressive against Hoffenheim. We just have to carry that confidence. We're on a good streak. Yeah, we're on to something beautiful here. You're approaching... how are you approaching, you know? We know how good we could be. We can stop them. They are just so good offensively, though. We know that. The difference at the top is Milan have lost one, Brescia have drawn one, giving them the 1 point edge to this point. The early indicators say that this is one of the most important games of the season. Bad turnover from Raska, and Milan looked to counter pretty heavily, but Pekovic all over it. Igor looking to stride forward. In a good spot, cuts it back to Kalulu. Ricci. Tonali in plenty of space. Ton of bodies in front of him, though. He doesn't take the shot. Kake, Basilo, and a brilliant goal from Basilo. What can he do? Not as worried about his finishing, but he finds plenty of space and knows what to do with that. Yeah, just so clustered up here. And yeah, it's just a perfect cutback. He just finds space. Bullshit. I mean, excellent work by Tomori, getting that one, cutting that one back, finding Basilo, absolutely blasted. Karnaseki couldn't punch it away, and nobody could block it. Man, they're not even good chances. They're not even that good of chances. He just... And that's not his game. Like, finishing those things off like that, and he just took them beautifully. Like honestly, he might be the perfect player. If he's got everything else and his one weakness is finishing and he can do that at the drop of a hat, his one weakness isn't finishing. You know what I mean? That's not a weakness. He just he put a perfect curler in the corner. We've seen him take 2 shots, and they have both been gorgeous. A counter of our own here, though. Anthony Madu flips it forward, the leading assist man. Lets Maximiliano Cabrera get forward. Brescia still in this one. Maybe stunned with Basilo. It's just he's doing that thing that Diaz used to do against us. And it just goes to show like how good of a player he is. He's doing that thing that Diaz used to do, where it's just like he floats, finds space, even strides into space, and just puts a gorgeous... Just, you know, he shows his quality every time he touches the ball. The primetime game living up to the hype. Abdullayev well played there. Cabrera can't get back. Igor finds some space, but can't ever get it to curl back onto net. But yeah, that's kind of the thing that pisses me off. Is like, those weren't even the best chances, and he just took them. I mean, I think you can score from those pretty consistently. I don't want to act like impossible or anything, but... better ball needed there from Birkenbaum, for sure. It was on. Ricci down to Diaz. Blows by Abdullayev. Diaz. Pekovic does enough to cut down that angle, and it's a shot right at Karnaseki at the end of the day. 2 teams going back and forth here. Brescia has generated some slightly better chances, or I guess their one goal was a better, higher XG opportunity. In! Satriano! And that's a goal! 2-2 at half. Well, not quite yet. But Brescia have given themselves a chance. Fighting back. Well worked by Malacia to get back into that position. Didn't have a lot of time. Had a guy closing down. Poor there. Raska. Cueva. Run for him. Cabrera. Satriano. Oh, a good touch. Gives himself a chance. Oh. And a corner for Brescia. Come on, Pekovic. Come on, Pekovic. Do it. Oh. No, Birkenbaum, no. No, that's why we're not. No. That's why I said don't, like, press him. Don't. Do anything, Liao. That's a scary one. But Karnaseki in perfect position. Started from Birkenbaum, following him out. I mean, I think he would have probably been in that tight position anyway. Well grabbed by Karnaseki. Love to see it. Pekovic. Back on the backside. It's Maximiliano Cabrera, and just before half, Brescia take the advantage. Yes. The tap-in Merchant again. Let's go. Brescia have been so deadly from corners. Pekovic to the back post. And Cabrera puts it home in the tight angle. Dangerous spot. Basilo gets the chance for the hat trick in the with the dangerous free kick. Kalulu. A beautiful shot. Gorgeous. They're so unfair, dude. They're so unfair. They're so unfair. They're broken, man. They are broken. They are so hard to beat. That's another terrible shot. It's a terrible shot. But of course they get it. Perfect. They come to play, man. Their players, I mean, I guess they just have that quality where it doesn't matter. I'm going to be so mad when I look at this. Like, I shouldn't even look at it. I'm not saying you can't score on that. Hey, man, welcome in. I'm not saying you can't score with those stats, and he was in plenty of position. Plenty open, but come on. They're scoring on, like, these bullshit just, like, falling to them. We're actually playing well, and it's 3-3. They're so good. Welcome, AJ. How you doing? Oh, just somebody make a run. Pekovic could drop that pass. Nice ball. Satriano puts it home. Let's go. Oh, that's not good. I need some calm, but I mean, we're playing well. We're actually playing well. We just need to... They've gotten 3 moments of quality, but that's all they've needed so far. We need to just hold them off. Not what you want to see. Liao can do whatever he wants back there, and great. That was sick. Dude, I almost thought he scored. I almost thought he scored from that. That's the kind of game it's been where it's just like he had enough space where it's like, oh, that's going in. Birkenbaum shows too much. Well done by Kalulu. Bit of chaos created. Kalulu back to Liao. He can drop. He can do whatever he wants from that position. More space. Satriano in between the channels. He's gonna blast one off the post. Get a little bit of height in from Miranda. We'll go Mino. Just get fresh legs in this midfield. And I think we'll hold there. Yeah, I was thinking Birkenbaum's the other one, but I don't know. I don't know if Safil can handle this game. He hasn't proven that. Cabrera! But was he on? That's that little bit of luck we need, though. It's that little bit. I mean, they're kind of doing this replay where I think usually it's allowed. When they do it in this order. Barely. Barely, and it is the hat trick in a huge game for Maximiliano Cabrera. Okay. I'm going to go Barcelo. I trust Barcelo. I'm going to pull back. You know what? I'm going to keep the distribute. I'm going to take play out defense off, though. Now keep the standard line. So we're just going to regroup. We're not going to counter press. We're going to pull some of these defensive guys back. Fresh legs on the wing back and off the post. Actually, nice Barcelo. Way to go, dude. Yeah, I didn't actually put time wasting on, though. He was offside. I do think, I guess that was probably Pekovic. I do think Pekovic got his foot in there. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. Good ball forward. Can Cabrera win the foot race? He cannot. Salibar making a run and a chance that, with plenty of time remaining, could have brought Milan close. We're not doing all of that, but I just want to re-sort. Ricci, yeah, Ricci we want to close down, and it's not much weaker, but Bruno Fernandes, Kalulu still in kind of a weird thing, and Francis, he's not overly scary, but if he does become that extra man, make sure to press him. I am a little bit worried about Saliba, though, because he is 16 jumping reach. I think Abdulev should be able to compete with that. Started quickly. Ricci gets it. Frances looks for Salibur. Back to Ricci. Blocked in front. Carnesecchi clears. Satriano will knock it along. Kalulu striding forward. Yeah, he's wanted to get down on his left foot this whole game, but couldn't. And Madu tracks Leao back and blocks it. The effort is high all around on both teams. Abdulev with the clearance. Cabrera will give chase. Only one man back. Can Satriano run off of it? He will not. Cabrera looking to cut in. Fernandez gets back, but Brescia will take that and take time off the clock. Cabrera brings a man down. And it'll be a yellow for him. Oh, and they go quickly. Abdulev and Pekovic padding their stats a little bit, going back and forth. Barcelo searches for Mino, can't find it, but Brescia pretty happy to just stay in position. Cut off passes like that, a nice interception. Birkenbaum, he holds up and goes all the way back to Carnesecchi. And that will do it. A massive win. And Brescia take control of the top of the table. Behind the hat trick from Cabrera. And a brace from Satriano. We had to score a lot. We saw brilliant moments of quality come through for Milan. But Brescia did enough in the second half to hold them off and generate a few opportunities that they took advantage of. Everybody outperforming their XG in that one. And we will take that victory all day against a very, very difficult squad. That one was intense, dude. I mean, yeah, I think there's an element of luck. Both sides hit the post a couple of times, but I thought we were in a good position. Struggles at times. I'm delighted. We weren't at the races, but we showed fantastic spirit to get back in there. After those 2 early goals from Best CO, you could see this going the other way. Like a 7-0 dominant performance for Milan. And to answer with that, a brilliant match. An absolutely brilliant match. Oh, Mount wants Anthony Madu. And the Hoffenheim boss wants Lampert. You think we're letting him go after that? He's a legend. A hat trick against Milan. He's a legend already. Good result outside. Very pleased with the result. They played very, very well. Absolutely delighted. Yeah, it's exactly what we want to see from him. Yeah, it's definitely a fantastic strike. We just gave them too much space 3 times in that match, and they took advantage every time. But we played the rest pretty well. Um, yeah, it's good to see Gretchen doing well. Everything's possible. Lampard came. We're not selling him. It's that simple. Streamer Basilo. What? Who's gonna pay that? I mean, yeah, Manuel's doing a great job. Why? What? 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 Well, I think we will be ending the stream there. It is maybe a little shorter than we've been doing it. But really all that's left to see is international duty. Not that I'm like planning on stopping at every single international duty, but you know, by the time we get to Cagliari, I don't think I would play the game, so I can do some of that simming offline. Although it may Maximiliano Cabrera has been performing well internationally as well as now here, getting his opportunities. Is he putting his foot down as the second striker next to Satriano? I don't think I've given enough chances to Stromberg, but it's tough to get him involved with Cabrera playing the way that he is. So I guess since we have a little bit of time in the stream, I'll just maybe talk about what I'm feeling for the team, as we're not too far away from January, and then wrap up the stream a little bit there. Karnazeki has played really, really well. I think the interest has only got to be rising in him. I want to hold on to him, to be honest, but I think he's not going to re-sign a contract with us until Liverpool, and now maybe with Real Madrid interested, or re-interested. Maybe with both of those guys. With interest, he might not. He's played... This has been his best year by far. I think there have been a couple of games where not necessarily he's stolen it, but he's played pretty well in general. I'm loving the setup that we have defensively. Abdulev, Pekovic, I think have been good, and I think they complement each other really well. Abdulev's got those physical traits that make him a brilliant player for those like Brahim Diaz's who aren't going to beat him in the air, but are maybe a little bit more athletic. And then Pekovic is brilliant in the air, but maybe not quite as athletic and some of those other top end things. I think they are a perfect pairing, and I love having both of them playing. Orestes, I think, has been good, but maybe not brilliant, but I think he's been very similar to Carboni. So, I don't know. I think people can come for him, but I think there's also no reason necessarily to move on from him yet, although I have been impressed with Galbraith, but I think I need to see more growth from him if I'm going to, like, truly flip that switch. And I don't think I'm quite ready for that yet, though I do think he has been impressive early. Florent Denis, I actually think, has been playing pretty well, but it's been tough to get him out there consistently as we're trying to... I'm trying harder to get my stars to play more games this year. Trying to make that the difference. It may be a subtle difference, but... because I don't think I'm necessarily losing games because of like substitutions or anything like that, but trying to get those stars a little bit more. And Denis, I think, has found it difficult to get in, but injuries, other things, definitely have to be a concern, and so we need some of those guys that are willing to fill a role. And he might not be willing, unfortunately, so hopefully we can keep him at least for the rest of this season, and we can think about it moving forward. Birkenbaum, I think, has been good, not brilliant. There have been a couple of crosses this year that have really impressed me, and he's already matched his assist total for the past year. So if he can keep this pace going, this might be the best version of Stefan Birkenbaum that we have ever seen. Malacia, I think, has been solid. Maybe not exactly what we've been hoping for, but it's the kind of same thing where he was at last year. You know, he's already gotten his assist numbers, so maybe we shouldn't be expecting 14, 15, you know, not the Robin Gosens numbers that we got last year. But if he can keep up that pace, we might have something decent. Madou has been brilliant. I want to keep him here as much as possible. I do think it's going to be difficult with if he wants to leave and they come in hard at the 130. It's going to be tough. I do think Raska could play the same type of thing, but at a pretty decent level, not necessarily a high level, but at a pretty decent level. So we do have the opportunity to maybe say goodbye to Madou but I think I want to keep him here over everything. And I'm still just not sold on the advanced midfielder or the attacking midfielder role here. But I think Cueva's a great player to have. I just think that we almost need somebody even better. You almost need the elite of the elite world-class player in that position, I feel to get consistent. And just obviously I can't afford that, so we're working on it. Satriano. Nobody's interested in Satriano. He's played himself so good that nobody's interested anymore. They're I can't. We can't. Nobody wants to afford a 29-year-old player, even if he's playing that way. And then I think Cabrera has been brilliant, and I want to hold on to him. In terms of depth, I think everything's been good. I think the only thing I'm finding difficult is because there are a lot of drop-offs at certain positions, rotating everybody comfortably as I'm trying to play more stars. But I've been mostly happy with how everyone's played back there. Mino, Stromberg, Miranda, I think, has had a couple of good games. He's the perfect guy to just settle into a backup role. I would love if he could just stay here forever. And Barcelo has somewhat impressed me, and I think I might need to get this guy a few more opportunities. I think he is so good defensively that he deserves a few more opportunities to prove his offensive skill set. And I don't think Malacia is necessary. I think Robin Gosens was hard to take off the field. I don't think Malacia has necessarily proven that he's impossible to take off the field. But I definitely need to play some of these young guns, particularly Safil, Denis, Mino, a little bit more. And I've been generally impressed with Mino, getting those contributions. But we'll see how it goes. So that'll be the stream. We did get a late start, so it's not quite 3 hours. It'll be a little bit shorter, and I do need to remember to cut out the first part of this video because of the accidental Beastie Boys incident. Whoopsies. But I mean, that's a brilliant win. Buzzing after that one. I kind of want to continue, but at the same time, I think I did not sleep super well last night, so do need to go to bed. But we are at the top of every competition we're currently playing. Oh, also, we're going to be in the Super Cup. I forgot, because we won last year. Oh, great, because awesome. We get to play Milan again. Fuck. But, I mean, the first matchup of the year was absolutely scintillating. Hopefully we can keep that up with all the remaining matchups. We're sitting at the top of Serie A. sitting at the top of the Champions League, and the new stadium is complete. We will be opening that next time. When is our next home game? It will be the next game we play after the international break. We will start with opening the new stadium against Cagliari, and then it'll be christened in Champions League football shortly thereafter with our second matchup against Marseille. We are in as good of a position as we've ever been in this series. We beat Milan early, and we have a chance to get there. A disappointing draw against Sampdoria, where we were just... I mean, this whole sequence, even though it seems like we scored a lot of goals, we were also shooting all over the place. Weren't shooting on target super consistently. So, I mean, that kind of... Milan seemed to kind of be a flip side of that. And hopefully that can continue, and we can work our way towards the end of the season in a somewhat timely manner. I appreciate everybody who stopped in today. New sub as we continue to build this thing. Appreciate everyone who has been around. You know, a guy coming back from a while ago to check it out. You know, appreciate those that drop back in. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Peace. Ah.